There's no shortage of trails to riches. Libraries brim with maps to strike it big. But there's just one way to hold the prize. A tightrope walk between thrift and a wary eye. We don't talk about this enough, so let's crack it open. Imagine two strangers, their lives brushing past each other in a fleeting, fateful knot decades ago. First, meet Tobias Renwick, a market whisperer born in 1882. He tamed the trading pits before they had a name, turning instincts into gold. By his late 20s, his haul matched today's $90 million. By 1931, Tobias was a quiet legend. That year, a brutal market collapse, christened the Ashen Days, swept away fortunes and birthed a decade of grit. His tale still hums in the wind. A single November week, the market bled nearly half its value. Tobias's partner, Lena, braced for the worst when he shuffled home on the 17th. Rumors swirled of traders leaping from rooftops, their dreams dashed. Lena met him at the threshold, eyes red, their kids clutching her skirt, while her sister keened from the attic. Tobias blinked, puzzled by the gloom, then cracked a rare smile. He'd played the shadows, betting the tide would turn sour. "Are we done for?" Lena murmured. "No, love," he said. "I've woven a net from the chaos. We're free to dream bigger than ever." Lena hushed her sister's wails. In that savage month, Tobias spun a windfall worth $4 billion in today's coin, a king forged in calamity. Across town, another soul unraveled. Milo Carver had built an empire of steel and concrete in the giddy 1920s, a multimillionaire riding the crest. Like the bold, he funneled his gains into the market's fevered climb. Then came November 14th, 1931. A terse bulletin in the City Gazette sketched his dusk. Mrs. Milo Carver of Hillcrest sought aid yesterday to locate her husband, unseen since Wednesday dawn. The 48-year-old builder, known for bold market plays, was spotted by a colleague near the trading hall, crumpling stock slips and tossing them like fallen leaves as he drifted toward the river. That's where Milo Carver's thread phrase, swallowed by the storm. Here's the fork. The 1931 crash crowned Tobias Renwick a titan, while it snapped Milo Carver's spine, maybe his life. But the story bends again years later. Tobias, flush with triumph, grew brash. His wagers ballooned, debts coiled, and the market bit back. By 1935, his kingdom was dust. Hollowed out, he vanished for 3 days. Tobias Renwick, market seer of Crescent Row, lost since Tuesday noon, the Gazette fretted. He resurfaced, but the spiral tightened. In time, Tobias chose his own exit. Milo and Tobias, poles apart yet twinned, wizards at stacking wealth, fools at fencing it in. This isn't just for the high rollers, it's a lantern for anyone with $1 to guard. Gathering riches is a sprint. Keeping them is a siege. If I had to pin prosperity to one word, it'd be fortitude. Peek at the numbers. Nearly half the outfits bold enough to go public crumble to nothing over time. The top wealth list churns a fifth of its names every 10 years. Beyond graves or handovers, the chase for more is a meat grinder. Why? Chasing wealth demands daring, gut punches, and starlit hopes. But clinging to it flips the game. It's bowing low, sensing the wolves at your heels, knowing luck's a guest, not a tenant. Take Zara Cade, a venture queen who's ruled her roost for decades. Asked once why her firm outlasted the flash fires, she shrugged. "We sleep with the lights on. Yesterday's winds don't promise tomorrow's bread." Dread, she implied, is their compass. Fortitude, not flair. The trick isn't outsmarting the game, it's outlasting it. That's your cornerstone, whether you're stacking cash, climbing a ladder, or steering a ship. Why's this the hill to die on? 2 anchors. No jackpots worth torching your base, and growth, like vines threading stone, needs ages to sprawl. A season shows little. A lifetime builds wonders. But you've got to weather the quakes. Take Jonah Vale, a forgotten spark from the old guard. He rolled with giants like the steady duo of Cal Brennan and Mira Tate, hunting winds in tandem. Jonah shone bright but burned fast. In the 1976-77 slump, with markets down 60%, his borrowed gambles sank him. He pawned his stakes to Cal for scraps, washed out by haste. Cal later mused, "Mira and I knew the harvest would come. We let it ripen. Jonah matched our fire but raced the clock. Patience won. Impatience folded. Time turned that chasm vast. To wield this, lean on three truths: I'd rather be a rock than a rocket. Unyielding beats dazzling, because staying power spins the real gold. Hoarding coins in a boom stings. Why settle for crumbs when the feast is roaring? But if those coins stop you from folding in a bust, their quiet yield trumps any wild haul. Blueprints. Bow to tempests. Sketch your road, savings, gains, dreams, but etch it in sand, not stone. The last 20 years flung us wildfires, floods, a tech bubble's burst, a plague's shadow. A rigid map shatters, one with give endures. Slack, lean living, open ends, is your armor. Hope high, guard close. Dream the summit, but scan the cliffs. Faith says the tide rises. Caution spots the riptides. It's no paradox, it's rhythm. Forests grow as fires rage. Cities rise as foundations crack. Over 150 years, our lives swelled tenfold. Yet every dawn served fresh dread. Progress dances with ruin. Tobias Renwick missed this. Riches puffed his chest, veiling their frailty. After his fall, he scratched out, "Pride's a steep toll, every tumble starts there." A bitter school. Next, we'll untangle another riddle. Why thriving through thorns stumps even the keenest.